Namaste, my brothers and sisters, and welcome to Namaste Today in the Zodiac Weather. My name is Stepº Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius Joy. So grateful you have shown up for me, and I have so much gratitude for your patience with me. My goodness. Nay, I say, Mercury retrograde, my friend. And by the way, it's Friday. It's finally Friday. Thank God it's Friday, October 10th, 2014. And today we're in the gentle winds, really, like the Tai Chi winds of step 17. This is an intuitive commitment today in your life, but one that may have very profound consequence. It's really kind of how we all take it, of course, and how we all frame it. But today I'm going to give you some guides on making an intuitive commitment. And this is a quiet commitment to yourself based on your intuition. Hopefully yesterday you were able to follow my guidance and log in and get a sense of things in your life. And today we intuitively decide. It's not a solid commitment, it's an intuitive commitment. And I'll give you some pointers on that in the Sensei Sunrise and, of course, the Daily Gong. But before we do that, let's tame our brain, shall we? With the phrase of the day. The first decision I decide today is I decide I am what is, and soon to be more. I decide I am what is, and soon to be more. And for me, this is the ascension above the Libra. I'm not enough. I'm not on time. It's not going to make it. All this, oh, I'm behind the scales all the time. Coming from behind the scales all the time. The first step out my door, behind, late. You know, those energies feel horrible to me. I am so tired of playing the teeter-totter of all that. And I realize, you know what? I decide I am what is. This is what it is. I am what is, and soon to be more. Because my heart wants to be more. It does. I don't want to deny that part of myself. I do want to grow, expand, be as much as I can be, right? But I'm not less than. I'm not doing that from the perspective of not enough, not making enough. And this is a conscious decision to stack, I think. So I decide I am what is, and soon to be more. Say it loud and say it proud in your life, my friend. Today, the serious step of the day is step 17. That means that we are taking our love and our trust. That's the 10. We're listening to our senses, and it adds to an 8. Basically a decision. In this mid-decan part of the transit, it is a policy decision because we don't know so much so yet. And the moon is in Taurus, so where our feelings really seek to be useful and productive today. And that's everybody. So make sure you're useful and productive to yourself first. By tonight, if you follow your senses and you can come to some sort of decision, I think you will feel very buoyant and joyful, and it's Friday kind of excitement in the air. And certainly that vibrational shift now of the earth starting to change toward the autumn. Now let's look at the chakras of the day. Very important to note, first of all, that we are making a decision. So we are closing off a vision. A decision is the closure of a vision and the focus of another. So it is kind of a directional shift, and it's third eye for sure. The moon is in Taurus, so this is going to manifest. This is going to set standards. This is going to create in our life. This is going to add value where there wasn't before. And so be conscious of what you emote. Don't put any emotions into negativity. It manifests pretty fast right now. And what we want to keep in mind or be mindful of all day is that step 7, our psychic eye sense of awareness. And we'll talk about how to do that as well. So let's look at Planet Soup. What is God cooking up in the stars, and how does it set up for our day? Well, the sun is at step 17. We're going to be making decisions here and acting on them through the weekend. These are decisions for maybe changing the scale of things. This may come in the aftermath of the lunar eclipse and having the wind knocked out of some sort of old fight or old ego or some sort of old aggression. And with that wind knocked out of that fight now, we're making more gentle decisions about where we want our life to flow. And we do mean flow. Now, Mercury is offline. Your normal thinking isn't there. The old voice isn't over your shoulder. This is a time where you are left completely with yourself. And if you find technology failing or things, yourself stuck in an elevator, it might be because it's time to sit there and think about something. Right? So the universe works in funny ways right now. But Mercury is trining Neptune, which makes us all very psychic and extremely telepathic. This is the time where I'm like, oh, so-and-so, and then bling, text message, like that synchronicity is there. And I think pay attention to those signs. Whenever the universe throws something in front of you, pay attention to it. There's a reason. But Mars is saying, let's move forward. There's something in us that says, let's charge ahead Charge ahead with what? Well, based on a philosophy, Sagittarius, something we believe in. Not necessarily proven. That's why I'm going to give you the posture today in Sensei Sunrise of how to hold that. But we're moving ahead with a philosophy, and we are making some sort of spiritual commitment to something our heart wants. Yes, in a general sense at this point. It is all a general sense. We are cultivating our soul garden, and we are building energies up. So this brings us to today's Sensei Sunrise. Now, to me, I brought the Tai Chi in with us today because I really think that it's energetic posturing that you make when you start to master this part of your life, especially when we're dealing with the subtleties of Libra. All of us might be having some very, very subtle issues that create big problems in our life later, but like in the quote war zone, it's very subtle, right? It's very retrograde too with Mercury, things aren't being said, etc., etc. So the posture, you know, is, I believe, as follows. First of all, we're basically making an intuitive commitment to ourself and our life today. Intuitive meaning that we don't have the hard facts in front of us. There isn't the evidence. And for some reason, the timing of our life is, it's time to sort of make a call here so it doesn't get out of hand, right? We don't want something to grow out of hand. So when you're making a life decision on your intuition, this is the structure of the consciousness to be aware of. One is you have to build your emotional foundation where you love and trust your life, and you sit on that step 10, right? So you have to protect your life. If you can't trust yourself and your life, something's not protected, or you've missed one to 0 through step 10, right? But once you're in the love and protect, that's what I'm saying. This is where people, I think, can goof up their life or get off track because they're trying to go with their gut and their 10 is not solid. All right, so we love and trust and we protect our life. Then we listen to our senses. So when we hear something, we don't necessarily second guess anything in our life. This is genuine, I hear a birdie, I hear a warning, I sense this, you know. I know it's not me, I've already feel good with me. And this leads to a decision. A decision which is an incision in consciousness, which means we go, looks like we should flow this way with the energy, and we accept, receive, and allow. But we don't necessarily have to commit. I'll explain what I mean by that after this. And here we are at the Soulart Shop by the Sea. I want to point out a couple of things. One, join our email list. There's lots of benefits to this right now. For one, I will email you a coupon for $3 off any video in our Soulart store. And you'll see we have some new videos coming out here shortly. But more exciting, I am doing one of my seasonal addresses, kind of talking about what's going on psychically, the future of things that I don't just post on Facebook, but I do include to my friends and family who are on my email list. So join. You'll enjoy what I have to say. And of course, join up, watch your Megascope Monthly, where I outline the dates all the way up till October 31st on what's going on for you and the primary decisions. Now, that said, I have a cool, exciting thing. I have a couple of people that just signed up with the 15-minute readings because they want to know what their natural born step number is. That is a great, brilliant idea. I'm so grateful to the clients who thought of that. It's a great idea. I'm always trying to find a way to like open up to what you can do with my knowledge in my brain. Well, for 15 minutes is just the perfect time, really, to tell you what your natural born step number was when you were born and what it takes to get in your spiritual feng shui posture each day, what energetically you're looking for. And if you want that, come on down to soulart.me and book your 15 minutes. I look forward to talking you through your steps. So that brings us now to today's gong. So we're talking about that you don't necessarily have to commit today, and that is really the nature of step 17, is we'll see. Really, from this point forward, if you're going to step into your serious joy and step into your happiness, then you have to start to do business with the earth. You have to be willing to negotiate and trade, to play, to enter in the game. So truthfully, you may be so certain, but you're not. And you know that once you get in there and start doing stuff, what you believe was going to be the outcome isn't. And that's because this and that and this and that and this happened and that happened. Yes, all of what God contributes. That's why I think the best policy, once you're at this point on in your life, whatever it is you're manifesting, is that Yoda, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Jedi, we'll see. Like, we can't commit to you, Luke, we'll see. We will see. Now, we all have a young Skywalker in our heart that wants to fight or wants to know or wants to be certain, but the truth is the wise people from this point on adopt a we'll see policy because your experience alone tells you half of you will be wrong. So today, you're making a policy commitment somewhere in your life, and I'll talk about in the Zodiac weather here around the corner where I believe that policy commitment is in your life. But you don't have to worry about making the wrong choice, because if you listen to your intuition and you're committed to listening to your intuition, you won't go astray. But as far as your official commitment, we're going this way, and we will see. But before you meditate on your commitment, let's take a quick look at each of your brothers and sisters and where they are sensing and seeing today in the 11 steps to serious joy, starting with the hidden step, step 0. Sunny and sentimental today for the Scorpions. Basically, you are committing to an intuitive sense of faith. So you're going to have to go, I believe in this faith, and we'll see. I certainly hope it'll work out. Step 1, the Leos. Sunny and professional today with the moon high in Taurus. You are having to commit to thinking differently, and you'll just have to see if that turns out to be the right thinking. Step 2, the Cancer. Sunny and social. Universe asking for a commitment to an emotional degree. Emotional degree is like, I believe I should always feel this way, but we'll see. Step 3, the Sagittarius is sunny and alert. They're going to be very alert today. You are committing to a social placement or a social aim in your life, but again, the evidence is not in, so let's hope and intuit and see. Step 4, the Aquarius says, sunny, resting, nesting today, maybe at home even. You are committing to a general life purpose over the weekend, but again, remain open to your intuition. Step 5, the Geminis, cloudy and spiritual throughout the day. You're committing to a general direction of joy. And that's the fun one. Of course you want to see. Don't commit to anything until it's perfect. Step 6, the Librans. Cloudy, rather reserved and private today. You are committing to a new behavior, new policy, new way of relating, responding, or talking to the whatever. But again, you may find once you're in play there, Libra, that you don't know until there. Now, no one knows better that we'll see than Libras. Step 7, the Pisces. Cloudy and rather pensive today, swimming to the side of the bowl, but what you're committing to is a transformation of yourself. Somehow. Might be starting something, quitting something, moving something, changing something. But we don't know. We'll have to follow our intuition. You too are a sign that knows how to follow your intuition easier than most. Step 8, the Capricorns. Sunny and childlike today, I think with the moon in their heart. They're really feeling more revitalized. But you are committing to a vision of your future, like a vision of how you see it. It's not necessarily the whole 9 yards, and we will see. Step 9, the Aries. Sunny and productive today with the moon in Taurus. But you're committing to a way of relating. A way of relating. And we'll see if this way works. You and the Libras both have answered that issue. Step 10, the Taurus is sunny and cool with the moon in their sign, committing to a way of life, general way of life. And upon that way of life will come. I believe, I'm talking to myself here. Step 11, the Virgos, sunny and withdrawn in private, I think, today through the night. And you are committing to a pricing scheme. And I say scheme because it's always a scheme with you, Virgo, but it's okay. You are committing to a pricing scheme, which, if you look at it, is you're committing to manifesting more abundance in your life. But it's a way. It's a way, and we'll see. All right, my friend, looking at the Lightwalker Parade, the videos that follow this video and help you through the day and through the night. Supplements to take today. That's our Venus Prime Health series right now. The supplements you should take today. We're listing 10, and today we're talking the story of probiotics. And probiotics is a real thing due to real antibiotics in our diet. Find out more and watch your Venus Prime Health segment today. And if you didn't hear yesterday, we've got a cool blog called Games People Play by Michael Williams. He is talking about D4 gossip in the PlayStation and several other articles. If you're into gaming, come on down and get a Lightworker perspective. And for the public, my gift to you, I've released a new Astro 101. This one looking at Mercury in transit. Very appropriate, right? Because Mercury is retrograde till late October. So pull out your chart, watch the Astro 1 episode, and learn about where Mercury is for you. We also released Skip Jennings, a new episode yesterday, putting consciousness into action, and Skip knows his stuff in this regard, so if you're having a hard time moving forward with the back and forth of the Libra, Skip, who is a Cancer, can help. Now, we do ask, if you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. It does help us with YouTube. And if you want to be our friend on Facebook and see some posts, come to soulgarden.me, takes you there. And like I said earlier, join our email list and you'll get special prizes. And the best thing and the most grateful gratitude always is just to tell your friends and family about soulgarden.tv or share Namaste today to someone who needs light in their day. Now this brings us to the song of the day of Soul Nirvana. This is one of my favorite ones. It took me a while to come to this in my meditation. Paul Simon, this is one of my favorite albums, Graceland, Call Me Al. To me, this is a very fun song that will help you kind of get into the idea that we're on an adventure and we'll see. And you really feel and walk through his eyes that we're on an adventure and we'll see. Why am I soft in the middle? The rest of my life is so hard. I need a photo opportunity. I need a shot of redemption, right? Paul Simon is a Step 19 Libra. Whoa, Step 19 means a manifester. It's kind of like being a Taurus Libra. And boy, does he manifest. Albums, all sorts of stuff. Was married to Princess Leia, Carrie Fisher, who, by the way, is a Step 27 Libra. So that's that was one Libra and another Libra. 27 Libra is very 9 action-based. 19 Libra, very 9 action-based. So you got a lot of conflict there in the steps. But I love You Can Call Me Al. Put it on, listen to it. It's so awesome. Brings me back to my childhood. Came out in what was that slide? 85? Is that what it was? 1986. All right, my friends, I love you. I'll see you for the weekend forecast. Live in your hearts. Listen to your intuition. Take that posture. And live, love, be.